Hi everybody, how are you all? Sorry for a very long time I am not making any video. So after 12 to 13 days I hope I am making this video, and this video is about my experience in DCA, which I gave it just today in the morning around 11 a.m. I think. Yeah, what I think, yeah, it's around 11 a.m. to 1:20 p.m. So I gave it on DCA today, and I will. How was it? It was good. Like everybody know how DC exam goes on. So it was like from home I was giving that test, and this is from I have launched IBA launcher, and my both codes successfully compiled. So first of all, my both code successfully compiled. There were two codes. Okay, so all we know, like there are two codes, and it is generally based on array or string manipulation. So I just think that generally based on my array. Okay, though both the questions based on generally like array, so I will be sharing those questions, and I will be providing both the questions in the upcoming video. So let me make this video very short, so not to increase the time. So yeah, so like first section was there verbal, so it was quite good, and I was doing it. Antonym, synonym was there, and comprehensive questions were there, so it was quite easy. So I did that, and after that the tough part came, and we all know what's that. That's the aptitude. So the aptitude questions were like next level. TCS for this TCS digital aptitude questions was like next level. So I tried to do that, and I don't know how much I gave it right, and I don't know, just I gave it at the time for those questions like 30 minutes. Okay, after that reasoning came, so I solved it in between 70% of time. Okay, so I solved all the 15 questions within 70% of time, like within 15 minutes. 20 minutes were there. Okay, so I solved them. They were generally based on the figure. Most of the questions, like 4 to 5 questions, were based on figure analysis. So I will talk about them in the upcoming video. And after that, coding part came. And in the coding part, I solved both the questions. The first one was like bit difficult for me, and after the second question was bit easy. Okay, so both the questions were based on array. So I solved both the questions, and I compiled them. So what happens when I compile? So let me tell you. First I compiled. It shows like 6 seconds it go compile. After that it retry for 6 seconds again, and says something unexpected happened. Please compile your code again. So I recompile it. Now it shows again the same message. So I compile again, third message, same code. Okay, I compile it third time. So it came like time limit exceeded. So I think, yeah, like I have to change something in code, and it was around like 15 to 20 lines of code, and I think what should I change? So I just uh, compress it. Like I deleted a new line, which was between a main function and the definite different function. So I just minimized those lines. So after that I compiled it, successfully compiled. Okay, so I thought then, like, let me change the code again, and we do I'm like a Python guy, so I did like if name equals to me so okay, so I did that. So I think like it will be like quite good, it will be looking good. So I just did that, and now the whole part changed. Now it is not compiling. Like I am trying from 10 minutes, like from last 10 minutes I compile again and again and again, it doesn't compile. Okay, so now I was like shocked. What should I do, what should I not? So what I did, like I have created a function, different function. So I merged that function in the main function. Okay, so we use recursion. I didn't use recursion, I deleted the whole recursion part from there, and I did that. And after that I tried to compile again, nothing happened. Tried to compile like 3 to 4 times, I compiled, then it happened. Like TCS IDE really sucks, really sucked, man. Like same code I am compiling, it is not compiling. After that I got public test case passed. Like I was feeling relief. Okay, now first code question has was done. Now I goes on to the second question. So second question was based on this sum and like suffix question. Okay, like we are having array, and from like from there is a first element in the array. Okay, afterwards like all the suffix elements, some we have to print in the next, like we have to print, and after that goes on. So I will talk about that question. So same thing happened with this question. So I just did like, I got to know from previous question like I don't have to use recursion here. Okay, like do not use recursion, just solve it simply. So that was like 8 to 10 lines of code, the second question. Okay, so I did that, and 3 to 4 times, 5 times, 6 times I compile. It doesn't compile, like then I sit for 2 minutes. Okay, think, okay, let me see, and then I just recompile it again, and all the test case passed. Okay, so this was my experience. Then yeah, remember to submit, final submit, and whenever your test case pass, just submit that. Okay, don't wait like I waited for like let me change some code, like it will be look beautiful. So I try to do that, but that really sucks. And so I will suggest you not to do that, and just focus, just whenever your test case passed, just submit them, final submit them. So I submitted in within, like I have a 60 minutes of window for those coding questions. So I solved them within 40 minutes. Okay, so for 15 minutes I waited, and before 5 minutes of completion of the exam, I got to submit the exam. So I have to like sit on the chair, I cannot move, I have to just keep looking at my codes. So I was just doing that. Okay, so I just looks my code, and what I did and what not to, and after some final submitting, I just got to leave. So that was my experience. Okay, so that was like TCS ID really sucks. So I know most of the students, like most of the associates do CPA code, and they didn't get compiled. So try to compile that same code 4 to 6 to 10 times. Okay, don't like hesitate and do, just try to compile it again after waiting for 2 minutes, 1 minute, 3 minutes. Okay, just to try to compile that code, same code again if you are getting same problem. And just remember, while writing Python code, always there are sometimes indentation problem persists. So always use 4 spaces, don't use tab, don't use anything extra. Control C, Control V command, these special commands does not work in the in TCS ID. So just try to remember that. So this is all about today DCA, and I will share with you all the codes and questions which will happen, and I will try to solve the DCA questions from tomorrow onwards. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you should get something useful information from my experience, and you will try to give that your DCA, like it will happen around in October, I think now. So hope for best. Let's see when the result came out. Generally it came out around 20 to after 20 to 30 days. So let's just hope for best. Thank you guys for watching this video, and subscribe my channel. Thank you guys.